Hi, I'm Henry Harper. I work for ALPA, and what I'm doing here is helping with Gatjek Festival. And today we're talking with Andrea about organ donation. Andrea, welcome to Milingimbi.
Thank you.
So you're here to talk about organ donation?
I'm visiting because we've had feedback from families in town and from transplant patients and people on dialysis that we need to talk with people in the community about what organ donation is and when someone can be an organ donor, because a lot of people are stuck in town on dialysis because of kidney failure. And when we talk to a family after they've lost a loved one in intensive care unit, that's the only time someone can donate organs to save or improve the lives of someone else. And that's often new information for the family, and it's the wrong time to talk to them for the first time about organ donation. So we want people to have some information so they can make their own decision about organ donation.
Andrea, you've been round a couple of days now. What have you been hearing?
We've found from talking with people here at Milingimbi that a lot of people, it's new information and they are interested and want to know why their kidneys are failing, why people are going on dialysis, and who can be donors. And we found that people don't have a lot of information about organ donation. It's new information that people want to know more about. Some of that's the same as in the general community, like people thinking that anyone can donate, so I don't need to think about it, thinking that it relates to other people, not me. Some people haven't thought about organ donation before because it hasn't affected their lives, and other people have thought about it and just want more information.
Andrea, I hear that only Yulnal can donate to other Yulnal. Can Ballanda donate to Yulnal?
Ballanda can also donate to Yulnal, that's true, but people are much more likely to get a transplant from someone within their own cultural group because they are a better match to someone from within their own cultural group. It's not impossible. People still can get kidneys from Ballanda, but they're more likely to get one from someone in their own culture.
I hear Yulnal wanting to donate, especially a kidney, to a family member. What are the risks?
Yes, so there's two types of donation. There's living donation, where a family member or a friend can donate one kidney to another person. That's live donation. But the problem is there's lots of tests to be done, and only some people can live well with one kidney. If you've already got kidney problems in your family, then you can't give your kidney away to someone else because you need both to stay well. So there's less living donation in the Yolngu culture. It still happens sometimes. Some people are well enough to live well with one kidney. The other type of donation is donation after someone passes away, and that's when someone passes away in the intensive care unit. That's the only time when they're on the breathing machine. That's the only time we can talk to families about whether that person, that loved one, wanted to be an organ donor or not. Someone who passes away at home or in the street or in the other part of the hospital, they can't donate organs. It has to be only someone on the breathing machine. And that's the only time we can talk to families. But when they've just lost a loved one, that's the wrong time to talk to them, give new information about organ donation. So that's part of the reason for being in Milingimbi today, and to just try and talk to people about what organ donation is.
Andrea, you've been in this space a long time. Can you tell us about some of the real success stories, particularly for Yolngu and other Aboriginal people?
Yes, there's about 56, I think, currently people living with a kidney transplant
56?
in the Territory. And yes, and that means that they can go home to their community and their family. It's not a cure. Having a transplant is not a cure. The person still has to take tablets every day for the rest of their life, but they can live at home and they can have a much freer diet. They can eat and drink whatever they like, and a healthy diet. So it's a much better lifestyle for someone, and they're more likely to live longer.
Andrea, can the donor family or the person receiving the donor organ send messages to one another? Because often there's a lot of feeling.
Yes, they can send messages through us. It has to have no names on it, it has to be confidential, but we always pass on messages to the donor family. Sometimes someone who's received the gift of a transplant is really grateful and wants to say thank you. And so they can say thank you through us, and we'll pass that message on straight away. Sometimes the donor family wants to ask, how's that transplant recipient going? Are they okay? Are they well? And they care very much that that person is well. So they can do the same, send a message through us, and we will confidentially contact them.
So you've still got a little while you're here. What would you like to do and talk about?
I'd just like to talk to anyone who's interested and wants more information about organ donation, so that I can learn what information people need to be able to make that family decision. We would like to encourage families to talk about what their decision is about donation, to talk about what donation is, and so that if it ever happens where they've got to make a decision for someone in their family after they've passed away, then at least they've got some information in the back of their mind to think about. And it's much easier if they know what somebody's wishes are.
So you work at the hospital?
Yes, at Royal Darwin Hospital, just near the intensive care unit, level 1. And we very welcome anyone who wants to come in and give us ideas or talk to us about better ways that we can communicate with people, different resources that might be helpful. We'd love to have visitors. That people are very welcome to come and visit any time.
Do you have cup of tea and biscuits?
We have cup of tea and biscuits. And there's a cafe downstairs. We can go and have a cuppa down there. Yeah.